All right, let's do it. We're going through the offseason tonight, too. Let's do it. Let's do it. So looking ahead to said offseason, right? We do have some really tough choices. The cap has obviously gone up. Pending free agents out there, Mitch Marner, John Tavares, Victor Hedman. We have to re-sign Shane Wright and Matthew Tkachuk. Tolvanen as well. His deal is up. This is going to be real interesting to see how we're able to handle this business. In goal, there is a legitimate argument to move on from Connor Hellebuck. He did win the Vezina. But we have Wallstead on the up and up. Which means Hunter Jones is gone. Sorry, but he's gone. What's our goaltending next year? Hellebuck and Wallstead. Hellebuck and Rodrigue. Rodrigue and Wallstead. We got to make that choice. Defensively, thankfully, the only real choices, I mean, Larson, Myers, Muzzin, Logan Stanley's deal is up. Kasparaitis, his deal is going to be up as well. Which, could offer him a 4-year deal at 1.5. There could be the question of whether or not that would stunt his growth. I know some people are still kind of concerned about that. So we could just leave it at a 1-year deal, and he'll still be an RFA. So let's do that. We'll leave it simple with him. In terms of defense, Adam Larson is 32. He still wants a $5 million a year contract. That's a bit scary. Phil Meyer does not want an extension. He wants $6 million. So Phil Meyer is definitely gone. He was a rental. He was good for us, but yeah, Phil Meyer he's gone. Phil Myers, excuse me. I know I'm a little bit light on the S. But yeah, Phil Myers he's out. He wasn't bad, but not good enough to pay $6 million. Larson, I don't know because he's an OG. Jake Muzzin does not want to re-sign. He wants 2.5. The problem is he's 36. And then Logan Stanley was kind of a tack on from before. He's good with a dirt cheap deal. Like we could bring him in as a depth option for next season. So there's going to be changes on the blue line as well. And then for the forwards, Matthew Tkachuk only wants $9 million a season. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. He's 27. He still has an X factor. I think we stay loyal to Matthew Tkachuk. Second to hold the cup, first to hit the streets for Myers, right? I think we stay loyal to Matthew Tkachuk, and I don't know if it's going to work because he's a UFA, but we have a little bit of time to negotiate, and especially if he's willing to accept what would be the 85% trick number of 775. Good Lord. As long as I don't piss him off. But, we should still probably try to negotiate. Probably. I'm worried that I might piss him off. But do we just pay that man his money? Because 9-1 honestly isn't that bad of a price. I just don't want to risk pissing him off because he's a UFA. We're going to give Matthew Tkachuk his money. He's been worth it. I mean, again, I might be able to save money, but I'm just horrified if his willingness to re-sign goes away. You know? Here, you know what? I'll leave it up to a vote. Any news on the new menu colors? They know about it. They know people aren't happy. I'll leave it up to a poll. So, Tkachuk. Negotiate. Give that man his money. Let me know what you think. We'll look at everybody else, but let me know what you think about Matthew Tkachuk. Do we risk pissing him off by trying to negotiate? Shane Wright, obviously, he's an RFA. We have the room to negotiate. He wants a 6-year deal. Honestly, I'd be more willing to go 5 because we could renegotiate from there. And that way too. I mean, the 8 would be nice. But let's see if we can negotiate with Shane Wright for 5 years instead at 7.625. G-Hockey, they also know about the team name not showing up. Yes. How soon will they fix it? I don't know, but they are aware of both of those issues. So we'll negotiate with Shane Wright. Ellie Tolvanen was pretty damn good in the playoffs. So we're trading Eeli Tolvanen. He'll be an RFA, so he'll still have trade value. Eeli Tolvanen's gone. 1 year at $11 million. Eeli Tolvanen's out. He was good, but he wasn't that good. 68 points in the regular season, 22 and 23 in the playoffs was great. I am not paying Eeli Tolvanen $11 million plus. And his asking price goes up as the deal goes on. So we will be dealing Eeli Tolvanen. The question is for what? Will it be at the draft? Will we wait to see if someone offers sheets? I don't know. But at this moment, Tolvanen's gone unless he drops that asking price. So if there's something to trade for him at the draft, we'll do it. For now, he's gone. Vladimir Tarasenko, we know, is gone. There's no... I wouldn't pay him $4 million. So we know Tarasenko's gone. He was really good when he first got here, and then, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. So Tolvanen's definitely gone. Patrice Bergeron. We don't know if he's going to retire. He's only looking for $3 million. The problem is he's getting worse. There's a conversation about Bergeron. I don't know if we want to commit to him right now. I don't really want to commit $3 million to him right now, though. He's in the Jason Spezza position where he needs to take less, and he's not willing to do that. Curtis Douglas definitely comes back. He was really damn good, actually, and we'll give him the 125. Jack Dugan, he's a UFA, but Jack's coming back. Or is he? Well, from the looks of it, with Tkachuk, we're going to negotiate. I don't know if we can pay Jack Dugan that much money, man. Almost $3 million. I mean, he had 18 points in 34 games, and then... Okay. All right, so with Tkachuk, we're going to negotiate. That's fine. So with Jack Dugan. Will it be Dugan or do stay for Jack Dugan while we will negotiate with Matthew Tkachuk? Dugan or Dugan? Fuck, Jinx, you got it. That was right there and I missed it. It was right there and I missed it. Fuck. Man, Jinx, you should be the streamer. Fuck, you're better than me. That was right there on the fly, and I didn't get it. So again, for Tkachuk, it was 775. 775 at 8 years, and we'll see if Tkachuk accepts.
Good for you!
And then again, for Jack Dugan, I'll try to lowball him. If he stays for that, cool, but we're not paying him that much money. Curtis Douglas is back. Kasperitis is back. Matthew Tkachuk accepts the lowball offer, 8 years at 775. Holy hell. That is highway robbery. Shane Wright is also back for 5 more years. The boys are like, hey, we just won a cup. Let's go full Tampa. Everybody take deals except Eeli Tolvanen. Eeli Tolvanen doesn't give a damn. That's beautiful. Those are amazing deals. Again, we still have questions about some other defenders. But most likely a decent amount of these guys are gone. All right, Jack Dugan, it looks like he's going to be on the way out. We will we'll reevaluate negotiating for some of these other players closer to the draft or after the draft. Probably after. So let's move forward here. As Carolina has the #1 pick in the draft, Nashville gets shafted. That's okay. We knew we wouldn't be up there. Draft class-wise, if I'm not mistaken, yes, indeed, there's another franchise-level player. The question is, will the team be willing to make a trade for that pick as they had before? We get to player retirements. Bergeron does not retire, nor does Jake Muzzin. Not a single player on our team retired. But Nick Backstrom is gone. Jeff Carter, Dustin Brown. Logan Couture retired at just 36. Milan Lucic also gone. Ryan Suter, strong immune system. Shea Weber. PK is gone. For the goaltenders, Mike Smith, Yaroslav Halak, among others. We'll have some staff members out of that too. Subban becomes the coach. He also finished his career with the Boston Bruins. Just incredible. Suter and Brown also become coaches. So to the draft we go. If that pick is available, which it is not, Tolvanen could have made sense. The top 5 pick is available from Anaheim. And we look at the players available that have a confirmed medium elite. You got Vyacheslav Medvedev, who's NHL ready. Oscar Martinson, but he was the... no, he's also a medium elite. And then Kabanov is the high 4. So this guy is a void at all costs. For the love of God, avoid that guy. Then you have Olesen, who's also great. And Jonathan Miller is a phenomenal defender. He never ended the prediction. Did I not? Choose channel prediction outcome. Who wins the series? Oh shit, you're right. Thank you. Alright. So we could clearly try to trade for that pick, and it would be Martinson or Medvedev. The question is, how much is Anaheim looking for? And again, Tolvanen still has really, really, really good trade value. Holden, Anderson, and Schnarr. I'm not willing to give up Holden, but I am sure... God, I really don't want to give up Anderson or Schnarr, though, either. Like, they were really good role players for us, but a top 5 pick. So you look at Holden's value, it's pretty far up there. It's equal to Kasparaitis. Chernak, Anderson's value is probably never going to be higher. This could be a spot to use Jake Gensel. That's a big contract. He had a down season. I feel like his overall went down by a point or 2. I think this could be the time to offload Jake Gensel. Because I'm willing to hold on to Tolvanen because there's still a chance of Tolvanen being decent for us. If I take on the rights to Zuccarello and Terry, they would still be over the cap a little bit. Again, Tolvanen's price could come down and we could still get him on a good deal. That's why I'm not immediately willing to move him. The problem with Anaheim is I don't know if I can work this out cap-wise for Gensel. Raquel already signed an extension. You got Jake McCabe's expiring deal, Brendan Gooley, Jacob Larson. I think we use Jake Gensel to get that top 5 pick. I think we do it. I mean, again, he wasn't that bad in the regular season. He was pretty bad in the playoffs. I like Jake Gensel a lot. There's a reason why we brought him in. But we really can't afford to have him have another down year at $9 million, can we? Carolina's going to make their pick. I know what I would have to do. I think it's the Trinion, by the way. Apologies for the name if I got it wrong, but thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Have yourself a good one. We will catch you later. It's the franchise guy that goes to Carolina. We got to make that choice about that pick. Again, Jake Gensel works. If it's not Jake Gensel, we could use Tolvanen, but again, Tolvanen's number could come down from 11. We could use Tom Wilson for now. I think Tom Wilson would be enough to get it done. And then we wait and see what happens with Gensel. I mean, Tom Wilson was damn good for us, though. 39 points in the regular season. He had 16 points in 23 games. And Gensel was constantly in a better position. Again, I'm going to hold on to Tolvanen because he's an RFA. So we have Gensel, who was good in the regular season, struggled in the playoffs. And we have Wilson, who was pretty consistent. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys again. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. I could depart with either. What do you guys think? Is it going to be Jake Gensel or Tom Wilson? We're going to get rid of one of them. to try and trade up with the number 5 overall pick. Wilson's deal only lasts 2 more years. Gensel, again, 6 years, $9 million at 30 years old. We knew we would trade him eventually. That deal is going to get more difficult to trade over time. Like, this might be our best chance to offload that Gensel deal if we're that concerned about the deal. And again, you might have to refresh to have the poll pop up on chat. It glitches out on Twitch every now and then. But there's no doubt that, yeah, this could happen. Imperious Rex, by the way, thank you for the follow. Whiskey Thunder. Yeah, Twitch was glitching out because I wasn't seeing follows there for a minute. So, yeah, I'm still getting the fucking message for the payout. And so far, it's Gensel. Wilson tainted cup win doesn't count. It looks like it's going to be Gensel. People are pretty heavily in favor of it being Jake Gensel. The deals that we take back are temporary. Yeah, it's a landslide. We're calling it. We're calling it. I mean, it's a landslide for Gensel right now. That's it. So Jake Gensel will be leaving the team. We'll be sending him out to Anaheim. I don't see a poll. I told you might have to refresh. Twitch is a bit glitchy sometimes, but straw poll is like still broken last I knew. We will move on from Jake Gensel. And again, we will take back UFA deals for the cap hits to make the deal work. And to be honest, I might be able to add a little bit more to this. The problem, they don't really have anything I'd want to add. Aside from like draft picks next year. Rejected. Let's get the 3rd out of there. What about a 6th this year? So we're actually going to have to add a little bit of value here. I think it views Gensel's deal as negative value. We know we're moving on from Hunter Jones, so I'm not afraid to add him in there. And if that goes through, that's great. But again, Hunter Jones, unfortunately, did not impress. And it looks like it'll be Gensel and Hunter Jones for the 5th overall pick, a 4th round pick, McCabe, Gooley, and Larson, and that is a done deal. So we do pick up the 5th overall pick in this draft. And we just have to hope that the high 4 goes, and there it goes. So we are guaranteed one of Olesen, who I'd love to trade up for, Martinson or Medvedev. But obviously we know Pittsburgh won't budge. So odds are it'll be a really good defender or a really good forward. We'll have to make that choice. Pittsburgh, at 4, selects Martinson. No surprise. Nashville, you fucking idiots. So we'll call a timeout. Let's see what other business we can attend to here. And then we'll have... Actually, here, I'll leave it up to a vote, right? I'll leave it up to a vote as far as who we pick, because as well, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Looking at the defense on this team. We have Brandstrom. We still have Chernak. Larson is hit or miss. Mainly the core of this team right now is Brandstrom and Chernak. But we also have Kasparaitis in the system, who's getting closer to being ready. And that's pretty much it. At forward, it's Sutton, it's Wright, it's Kachuk, it's Tolvanen, it's Yamamoto. Does anyone want to argue we should take the forward? Because the defense seems rather obvious that that's the way that we should go, is to get ourselves a top-notch defender. From there, we still have to make a decision. Trade Finder wouldn't find anything for Hellebuck, but we could still explore that option. On defense, let me see if there's any deals that could go through here. We might as well hold on to Axel Anderson. Caden Korshak, can I get anything for you? No. What about McIsaac? A 6th and Eric Stahl's rights for McIsaac. A 5th and a 7th again. McIsaac was terrible for me, so I just want to maximize the value that he can get us right now.
Good for you!
And a 5th round pick. Appears to be about as good as it can get. C-Dub the Clown. Thank you for the follow. Rock Throwback, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Hope you've been good. So it'll be a 5th and a 6th to get this deal done. And if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was the 5th and the 7th. We'll deal McIsaac to Florida. We'll get that done. Was there anything we could get for Krutil? No. Trying to learn the sport of Southern. Thinking about the trial. Trial's worth it. Again, I have my concerns about the game, but I also am like in the top 1% in terms of people that play this game. Like, I essentially play this game and other games for a living. So my opinion is going to be a lot more critical, right? But it's worth it with the trial. I recommend checking it out. A 6th round pick right now is the best we can get for Phil Myers' rights. Might help me learn more. I introduced a friend to FIFA to help him understand the sport. So I also recommend that. If you want to try to learn a sport, a good way to do it is to play the game. Not that the game's going to be a great representation of the sport, Madden, but, you know, it's not bad. We'll send Phil Myers to Tampa. I don't know what I want to do about Adam Larson. I kind of want to bring him back, you know? No one else there has value. At forward, Tolvanen right now could only fetch us Andrew Kopp or like an expiring John Klingberg deal. So again, we're going to hold on to him. Tom Wilson we can hold on to for the moment. Can I get anything for Rasmus Kapari, who's not going to get that much better? 2 fourths. A 3rd from Columbus. That 3rd rounder looks to be about the best. 3rd and a 5th from the Rangers. We'll take that. We'll take it from Toronto. A 3rd next year from Vancouver. Actually, that's 2 years down the road. I think most of the 3rds were. Nope, this 3rd's this year. We'll take that. Rasmus Kapari. Off to New York. Could get 2 fourths. Could get a 3rd for Jack Dugan. I think that kind of makes up our mind, huh? I like Jack Dugan a lot, but a 3rd round pick, man. I think we gotta do it. I think we gotta do it. Maybe. God, is Jack worth the 3rd round pick though? I don't know, man. I want to stay loyal to some of the guys that helped us get here, you know? Except for the guys who made it clear like they're on the way out. Can I get anything for Nobody even wants Vladimir Tarasenko's rights. I can get a deal for Aston Reese, but I can't get a deal for Tarasenko. That's incredibly sad. Dust, what's up, man? How are ya? Alright, so here we go. Let's get this, I think we'll get this pick done. 5th overall. We are going to... Man, Olofsson was 2nd. He's going to be a beast, but we need the defender. Shit. I mean, again, essentially a +2 in shooting, a big plus in puck skills, better senses, better skating, worse physical, but better defense, Papa John's. We need that defender, man, but Calle Olofsson... I'm going to call another timeout, and, goodness. Really quickly, let's have a look around the league. See if there's anybody out there on the trade block that we could be interested in as well. That's something that we haven't done yet. Get to Foley, Burakovsky, Drouin. Jeff Skinner is still getting paid. Jesus. Shout out to Jonathan Drouin, by the way. Man's going to win the Masterton. Although he has competition with Brian Boyle. Both are great, though. Calgary is having a fire sale. But it'd be like Mangiapane's rights, Yanni Gord's rights. And Lord knows how much Mangiapane wants. That's the problem. Sean Monahan in Calgary. Yeah, I don't think... Not that I'm considering trading the 5th overall pick. Don't think that's the case, but... Like I said, I wanted to see if there was anybody out there. I'll watch the podcast tomorrow. It was a fun show, man. It was a fun show. You know, it's taken a little bit in regards to the podcast to kind of find the direction that I wanted to go with. But, you know, as tough as it is to have, you know, just one day it's like, hey, here's these 2 people, and then the next day it's like, hey, that's done. I know how difficult that is. You know, again, I mentioned that, like, as a fan of shows, I've had that happen and it sucks. But how long are NHL seasons? NHL seasons are 82 games worth, normally from October to April. The playoffs are from April to June, typically. And Dredd, ask any questions, and I will be more than happy to answer. Always happy to help answer questions to someone who's getting into hockey, for sure. All right, yeah, there's gonna be no big names to go after, like John Klingberg's rights, Nolan Patrick, Brian DeMoulin. Okay, so is there anybody else to get rid of? Hellebuck we could deal later, which means the goaltending for the moment will stay the same until we figure it out. On defense. One, two. Can I flip Jacob Larson? I have no attachment to him whatsoever. 7th rounder from Colorado just to get rid of his signing rights. Again, he was just a random pickup, so why not? Honestly, let's go like a 7th and Robert Haig, and then I'll try to flip Robert Haig too to double the money. I'd go for the defender. I mean, no doubt, the defender is the smart move. That is the need. But that forward is going to be unbelievable. So it's at least a question. I'll take Gooley for a 7th and Colton. See if we can deal Jake McCabe for a 7th from Colorado. Again, just get rid of all these signing rights because it's nobody that we're going to hold on to anyway. I thought Jake Muzzin was great for us, but podcast has me hooked. Never really watched the podcast. But Dust, you just... I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I want to keep Muzzin, Anderson, and Larson. I do want to keep them. You could argue it's not worth it to hold on to the guys, but man, they helped us get there. They helped us get there. See, that would be the Tukey's Take podcast, which you can find links in the chat any second. There you go. You can also watch it in video form on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you listen to it. It's there. And the links are in the description in the YouTube video as well. So, Logan Stanley can deal for a 7th rounder. That's fine. We're not going to bring him back. Again, right now we are just fire selling for draft picks because why not? Get whatever we can for these guys because they're not coming back. Valalotti is kind of the new Sean Dursey. I can't get anything for Dursey. Can I get anything for Valalotti? No. What about Gas Pods? What about Tide Pods, baby? Delicious. Remember that? Remember when people were eating Tide Pods? Alright, so again, there's nothing I can get for anybody else there. That's fine. I think I'm going to hold on to Larson, Anderson, and Muzzin. Still eat them? Fair enough. We'll hold on to Wilson for now. Again, I couldn't get anything for Tarasenko's rights. Mutalo will hold on to as well as Ko and Melanson. These guys are all decent. Left wing, of course, Sutton, Kachuk, Tolvanen stays for now. Can I get anything for Torinsky? I can. We'll take the 7th and Matt Benning. Let's go back to the defense here. Can I then flip Matt Benning? Yes, I can. Let's do it for the price of 1. Could you actually eat a Tide Pod? No. Jesus. We're going to hold on to Jack Dugan. Wow, there's actually value for Enlund. I wouldn't have guessed. 2 7ths? I'll take that. Maybe I should check some of these lesser prospects if I can get 2 7ths for a complete scrub. That is horrible trade logic by this game. Absolutely horrible. Those guys have no future whatsoever. And then I can just flip Zuccarello for an extra 7th. How many subs to eat one? Fucking none. I'm not going to promote people actually doing that. Can't get anything from McTaggart. Clean your skin from the inside out. Alright, and then at center, I'm going to try to hold on to Bergeron. Colton can go. What's my timer at? 2 minutes. Can I move on from Rubtsov? Yes, I can. So 50 subs. I'm not going to sit here and say if you drop 50 subs, I'll eat a Tide Pod. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm a whore for money. But come on, man. Come on. Don't put me in that position. We'll hold on to McLeod. We'll hold on to Douglas. Elias Anderson can go. Or not. I get anything for Alex True? No, I can't. Antoine Morand. No. Pitlick. Ackerstrom. Esmark's not really going to develop. Robinson. Not really going to develop, but we'll hold on to him. And then Yasina is terrible. We can get a 6th in Kevin Shattenkirk. And then Sasaki. Can't get anything. How are contracts compared to other sports? I will allow chat to explain because it's different. We'll take that 7. Okay, so we have like fully stripped apart this team in the way that I care to. We have the 5th overall pick. I have still not made a decision. The obvious choice defensively, it is Medvedev. He's still really good. I need a top-notch defender with Brandstrom. But then there's Callie Olausson. And this kid is insane. He was projected to go 3rd. Our scout has him as the 2nd best player in this draft. With 4-line accuracy, as I've learned. Need versus best available. Philadelphia. Are you willing to talk about the 6th overall pick? Because I have a nice, shiny Eeli Tolvanen who doesn't want to be here anymore. And could instantly draft his replacement if you are interested. I said we'd hold on to Tolvanen. But man, if we could swing this deal, it would be worth it. 1 for 1? No. This is worth it though. Tolvanen wants 11 million Tolvanen wants 11 million. There's no way. He might come down to like 7 or 8, and he'd be worth it. He was great. But then I could get a guy that would be an RFA for years. And we still have the 32nd pick in the draft as well, on top of the 5th. We have to explore this. We have to explore this. Could also blow it up by moving Tom Wilson. Korczak has some value. Bergeron, Dugan, Schnarr. The value really drops off from there. What if I had Caden Korczak? No. What if we start adding mid-round picks? They wouldn't really need Connor Hellebuck now, would they? What about our 3rd? What about a 2nd, 3rd? It's going to be expensive, but this is the play. I want both of those players. I can keep Anderson. I can keep Tom Wilson. It makes sense to use draft picks to not completely blow up the team. That's a fair point. I should check to see if they have any contracts. They want to get rid of Kevin Hayes, but he's not quite negative value. So that's confusing. I could take on Cam Atkinson. Rejected. Travis Konechny. Morgan Frost. Tyler Ennis does represent a negative value contract. All right, if we take these guys out, what if I take on Tyler Ennis? Still no. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to give up higher draft picks than we want, but it's still so totally worth it. I will take on Tyler Ennis's deal. What overall is he at this point? 79? Still useful. Obviously, that won't go through. I don't really have anybody else value-wise that I want to give up. Because we do want to stay loyal to some of our players. So at about 12 and 2/3. There was a slight delay. I thought that went through. Worst case scenario, we use the 32nd overall pick to help this go through. Quite far off. It might be too much. It might just be too much. What if we use Tolvanen and the 32nd to get the 6th? They're not going to budge. They're not going to budge. Jesus. We're going desperate times, desperate measures here. Let's see if the AI is dumb enough to fall for that. We might not have had to give up the first. I genuinely didn't think that would work. Ellie Tolvanen and the 32nd overall selection for the 6th pick in this draft. I might have been able to get away with using thirds. We will get Kallio Lawson to be the Tolvanen replacement. He is an 81 overall. And we will get our defender of choice in Vyacheslav Medvedev, who is a 77. And that is how you spin a Stanley Cup run into being renewed for the future. The problem now, we do not have another pick until pick number 85, unless we see that there is somebody else who is just fantastic. Obviously, trading up for a top 10 pick at this stage is not going to work. The highest we can trade up now at this stage is 25. So, we'll look down here around 25. Ooh, Volkov. Is that confirmed? No, it's only 2-bar. Not worth trading up for a 2-bar. 3-bar for Byzantine. This might not be the draft. 2-bar for Luke Brennan. That's a risk. And every pick in the 7th round. Fair. 4-bar medium top 6. Caden Ackers. He's also listed as a gem. Confirmed has Big Rig. All of those abilities are confirmed. Caden Ackers is the guy. 100% trading up into the 2nd round to get Caden Ackers. There's also another one in Bruce Sereda. Also confirmed. Pirnes was only 2-star. No. You could trust that. No weaknesses. That's an interesting player to look at as well. Justice Yonkman. Tough guy to trust. Confirmed 3. Man, he's got a little Wongo comparison. He's going to be really good too. This 2nd round looks like it's going to be stacked. This 2nd round looks like it could be something, man. Damn. Another guy looking good. What about Pedro Pratt? Confirmed, no weaknesses. 3 years out. This is a crazy draft for the 2nd round. That guy's got a Giroux comparison. 4 years out, no weaknesses. We know Klimchuk's good. Caden Funk doesn't quite have that ability. 3 years out as well, though. So you know the overall's decent. That 2nd round is unbelievable. And right now, man, that guy's got 3 for Hamel. Thornton comparison. This guy's a confirmed low elite. I know Boston's pick is coming up here. And they took Clymer. Jeez, how the hell do you tick? How do you tick off the boxes for so many players and then have to say, okay, we get like this one guy, you know? 3-bar for Isbister. He's going to be good, most likely. After Hamel, there's Pattan. Don't really have confirmation on Kondratiev, but we do know he's 3 years out with no weaknesses, which again, it's just nuts. LaCroix's 4 years out, probably. The Backoff, 3 years out, no weaknesses, also promising. No weakness. Dude, this second round, unless something really turns here, this second round looks like it's going to be absolutely insane. But with the similarities there of no known weaknesses and no known weaknesses combined with the ETA, it's concerning. Same thing there for Cesar Severette. It's the difference between points and goals. Points counts goals, and assist goals are just goals. White O'Mara. No weaknesses, not confirmed 3 years out. We are getting close to the third round at this stage. It's a 3-bar accuracy on the ETA. This is rough. Chris Piero Zabadil. Alright, I am going to go back and double check pretty much all the players that we pinned to our list here. No weaknesses, unconfirmed 2 years out. He's a 20-year-old. And we have picks around the time that guy is going to be picked, so we can take him off the list for now. So, we pinned a lot of players to the list here. I need to find the best of the best. There is a goalie in Yonkman. Lacks size. Confirmed 3 years out, but he has a Luongo comparison in the second round, which makes me think he's going to be pretty good. We do have a goalie of the future already, but Justice Yonkman, he's a high-risk, high-reward type of pick. As a goalie, very good shot of being a medium elite. There's 4 defenders. These 2 guys are confirmed medium top 4. 3 years out for both of them. And then this dude, completely unconfirmed being elite, but confirmed 3 years out. Same thing for both of those guys there. That's tough. All that we have to go off of for them is the confirmed ETA. And obviously a higher ETA indicates higher OBR. Damn. On that right-hand side, there was just Chubarov. Confirmed 3 years out, no weaknesses. On the left, we have a party and a half. Matthews, no weaknesses, 3 years out. Nope, only 3 bars. So we'll avoid Corey Matthews for now. Wasn't that the name of the character from... Wasn't that... It was. It's spelled different, but shout out to Boy Meets World. Like, wait a minute. We might have to draft him now for that reason. Goddamn. Casey McBain. Confirmed, no weaknesses. Confirmed 4 years out. Close to a medium elite. I think that's too big of a risk. The Cesar Severette. Confirmed, no weaknesses. Confirmed 3 years out. Daniel Dandino. Confirmed, no weaknesses. Confirmed 3 years out. Has a patch-ready comparison. Eric Pattan. Confirmed 3 years out.
For those about
confirmed
to score,
has make it snappy as well. Dude, on the 21. Not sure how much this counts, but 21 months. It counts a ton. Thank you for the prime, buddy. Thank you. And then that brings us back to Ackers. Sorry to just adjust right back, but not confirmed. No, he is confirmed 2 years out. Confirmed potential. Confirmed to have big rig. There's no denying that Caden Ackers is the guy. Arizona wants to trade the pick, and we got to do whatever we can to get that pick and draft Caden Ackers. But man, the value that we have on this team now is looking really good. I'd love to use Korczak because he won't get that much better. And we'll see what else we can do here, because we do have these thirds. Korczak in a third's not enough. What about a fifth? What about a fourth? Come on, Arizona, you love draft picks. Quite far off. Damn. Take out a fifth. How'd the playoff go? We won the Stanley Cup for the first time. All right, 2/3 in Korczak to get that pick. And we are going to get a guaranteed X-Factor level player here with the Austrian Caden Ackers. Guaranteed, confirmed, has big rig, has no contest, crease crasher, and close quarters. This kid is going to be something. So Ackers is the pick. He's a 69 medium top 6. I mean, compared to what Nashville just picked, that is awesome. Is it the right call for Stud to be in Providence? Yes. Let him dominate on the top line instead of trying to play in a role that he's not going to do well in. So we got to look at the rest of the picks. Were there any medium elites? Yeah, Montreal got a low overall steal, though, with Girard. He was the only other medium elite to go in round 1. Fair enough. So yeah, Ackers is a no-brainer. And you can tell with the value he has, he's going to be something. Like, he's almost as valuable as Kyle Yamamoto. Can I move Tyler Ennis? No. So we might end up being stuck with Ennis. That's okay. That's all right. From here, the rest of the draft class, though, we got to decide if we're going to try to trade up again. As tough as that may be. So let's look at Punanov's. Confirm 3 years out. Everything else is a bit shaky, but he's 17. Hamel is 3 out of 4 in terms of being confirmed as an elite. No weaknesses. Confirmed 4 years out. He's got a really good shot at being a low overall medium elite. And then there's Pedro Pratt. No weaknesses, 3 years out. Honestly, 3 years out at no weaknesses, it's far too consistent. You know? And it just makes me wonder how good these guys are really going to be. So I don't think I can target them. But these two guys are interesting. And Pattan is a gem. So for that reason, we're really going to target Pattan. And Chubarov I'll avoid for now. The defense, it's a little bit of a tough call. And then we do have quite a few centers. Serrata, no weaknesses, 3 years out. Confirmed, though, as a medium top 6. Winter's not confirmed, so he'll be out. 2-star elite option, no weaknesses, 3 years out. He's interesting. We know Lebda, as in Brett Lebda, is also there. And the Bakov, no weaknesses, 3 years out. Okay, I think for forwards, I have my targets. Pattan, Serrata. Piernez is probably too big of a risk. So, I mean, we have Pattan, and then Lebda and Serrata are more slam dunks. The defense, we got to aim higher than medium top 4. Because the OBRs aren't going to be crazy. So, you know, Madden shit that was happening to you with the players glitching? Yep. It's happening to me in Pro-Am. Jesus. Fun. No weaknesses, 3 years out for Kondratiev. And then Funk, 3 years out. So, out of the players that we have pinned here, honestly, in terms of value, I only think I could trade up for one. And for that reason, it's got to be Pattan, around pick number 50. It's got to be. Yonkman, even as a goalie, doesn't look that bad, but it's got to be Pattan. We already have a good goalie for the future. I'm sure all of these guys are going to end up being really good, but we're looking at Pattan at pick number 50. So that's 36, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, pick number 17 in this round from Winnipeg is what we're going to have to target here to get this deal done. See if we can get it done before another deal is made. And it's going to have to be involving our other third-round picks. See if that's enough. It's not. Do the Jets have any horrible contracts to add? Nate Schmidt. It's expiring, but yeah, it's not enough. Yeah. I had a feeling we'd only be able to trade up for one more guy. This is clearly the guy. We already have a goalie for the future. It's got to be this guy. Throw in Robinson. There we go. Cool. So we were able to use Robinson. Jack Dugan was the next guy that I was going to let go of, but I think we got our guy here in Eric Pattan. 66 overall, low elite. Has shock and awe, close quarters, and make it snappy. So he is a pure sniper, even though his shooting category sucks. That's a great player to pick up. And we'll sim. Honestly, I have no way to trade up again, so we're going to have to sim to my next pick. And hopefully we didn't miss out on anybody great. But, I mean, for the first 4 picks of this draft, it's been a home run. Absolutely. And if we look at the rest of the second round, Yonkman was only high starter. Cornet was a 66. Piernez was good. Sereda was good. Piernanovs was good. Lebda was good. Pratt was good. Grattan was good. Matthews was good. No surprise. Like, this was a stacked second round. The question is, how good was Pushkarev? His X Factor's not confirmed. I don't think we had as good of information on Pushkarev, though. So, really, at best, Minnesota rivaled us. I mean, maybe they were a little bit ahead if he's got a real X Factor instead of just superstar abilities, but that was an incredible second round. And then third round, just where we would have picked before, there's honestly not that much good here in this third round. There's really not. Fair enough. There's really nothing there. Except for that, medium elite steal for Vancouver. He's 19 years old. Great pick for the Canucks. Let's see who's on the board for us here then. Fourth round. Don't really know how much we have to trust. There is a confirmed low elite forward, Brendan McIntyre. Okay. There's also a medium top 6 forward, a couple of them. Okay, well, let's just have these guys fall into our lap. We have pick number 149. McIntyre's projected to go 180. My next pick is later on in the 5th round, so we can go 2-for-1 special here. And we will take... I mean, granted, they're going to take forever to develop if they ever do, but we will take Jeffrey Meach with this selection. Medium top 6. He's only a 56, but that's trade value. And then we have back-to-back picks, so we're going to get... Man, this has been great. Our scouts knocked it out of the park. We'll take Peter Gudis, who is a 50, and we will take this low elite, as insane as that is, Brendan McIntyre, who is a confirmed low elite, has an OVR of... Choked on my own spit. Oh my god. Sorry. Suck in air. Oh, that was on auto scouting too, buddy. Well, oh my, he's 17 years old. Literally, you look at the first round, he's better than the 3rd overall pick. And we got, like... Oh my god. He might go down as one of the best 5th round, like, say hello to like Jamie Benn level of steal. See another Mitch Miller. Jesus. Wow. This draft has been insane. From the 2 early picks, Ackers, like the 2 early picks were a slam dunk, but then look at what we've gotten since. 3 medium top 6 forwards and 2 low elites. That is unreal. Dude, that is insane. Also, Dorian Saunders as a goalie is listed as a gem. And, you bet your ass we're trusting our scouts after this draft. We'll give up as many look at how many 7th round picks we have. Good Lord, just take them. I don't even need that many. Just take 5 of them. Quite far off. Man, 7s don't have any value, do they? All right, well, Pittsburgh, yeah, okay. Dude. That is unbelievable. Oh my God. I cannot believe how good of a pick that is. We get the deal done with Pittsburgh, get rid of some 7s, who gives a shit? Let's take this 6th round gem goalie. You might never see a draft this good again. This might go down as the best draft in the history of my channel. It honestly might. It has to be top 5 minimum. What is going on? I mean, again, like, the value's not as crazy as it used to be, but that's still really good trade value. On the defensive side, we added Medvedev, and then at forward, we added Olsen, we added Ackers, we added Pattan, we added Meach and Gudis and McIntyre, like... Oh my God. This has been insane. Jesus. Are there any other gems you want to tell me about? No. Okay, cool. He was just a late gift. Glad to hear it. Man, that is just crazy. And then from here, we got a bunch of guys who are 2-bar for elite. And honestly, it's just like, yeah, take these guys. Then we got 2-bar Med 4 defenders. At this point, yeah, it's like just sit here and take the guys listed as a low elite, or as a medium elite, really. 2-bar medium elite, there's 3 of them. Let's take this guy, Josh Bohinski, the Norwegian, if we can. He's going to be picked very, very soon. So we'll work out the deal with Anaheim. Again, same thing, use the 6th. Use the 7th. Use as many 7ths as it takes to get the deal to go through. Looks like it'll be 4. So we only gave Pittsburgh like 1 extra option. We will take Josh Bohinski. Medium top 6. Alright, so luck does run out a little bit there. Next up, it would be around pick number 194-ish in Blaine. I know it says our scout has him at 204. And we have pick number 177, not that far down the road. And we will go ahead and take Lewis Blaine, defender from the Guelph Storm. He's a medium 7th. We'll just go ahead and skip to our next pick then, since these guys aren't really panning out. We'll get the other guy here, Anthony Russo. He's an overager. No faith he'll be good. He's a medium bottom 6. And again, we still own half the 7th round, apparently. So next up, we got 4 guys who are listed as potential low elite steals. We'll take the youngest of the bunch, Joachim Pedersen. He's only a 49, but still. But still, we take a risk on a guy and it works. This is unreal. He's got no shot to make it, but there's still some trade value. And then from here, it's just best guess. 2 19-year-olds and a 20-year-old. These two with no confirmed weaknesses. It's got to be this guy. He's the oldest one. I mean, honestly, right here, we're just hoping for value. Just hope for trade value from Eddie Friggin. Yeah, he's a low 9. Oh my god, we still have another pick. Let's go for Pascal Paré. This has to be one of my best drafts of all time, if not the best. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. We have 4 of the last 5 picks. Oh, this is ridiculous, dude. Let's take Parson. Low 4? Dude, this is insane. We're going full dynasty mode with this team. And then we got the complete shot in the dark low elites, or we go for these defenders at a unconfirmed medium 4, and that's who we'll take. We'll take Aino Kiprusoff with this next pick. A low 6. We'll take that other defender as well in Sam Coyle. And our final pick of this draft. What a draft it was. It is either Michael Ehrhoff, Joey Fistrich, or Morgan Bochenski, and it's going to be Ehrhoff because he's younger. And plus, we can say he's the son of Christian. Let's go for Michael Ehrhoff. Can we end it on a bang? No, we can't. But, dude, what a draft. We make moves to trade up for 5 and 6. Oh, my God. Then we get Ackers, Pattan, this was... Like, obviously, we had an absurd amount of draft picks, but just the quality. The ungodly quality. It is such a rarity to see a draft like that. Again, to have the goalie system that we do already, and now Saunders is in the mix, at least for trade value. The defense. I mean, Brandstrom. We still have to probably bring back Larson and Muzzin. Kasparaitis is getting better. Then there's Medvedev, who we'll see if we end up signing him for his rookie year. We added Paré. And then, dude, right wing. It's Yamamoto, Wilson, Tarasenko's gone. We didn't really add anybody there. The left-hand side, though, we add Olesen, McIntyre, Ackers, Fisette's already there, Pattan's the left wing, Pettersson's there, and the center, of course, Wright's still kicking around. We added Meach and Gudis. This team's unreal. We have a lot of work to do in terms of, like, setting up the team from there. But that was an insane draft. And obviously, too, there's still not that much money we have to hand out. We have about $33 million in cap space. With pending free agents such as Mitch Marner, Victor Hedman, John Tavares, Blake Wheeler. Hell, even Ellie Tolvanen could be an RFA. Who knows? If Tolvanen pulls that shit against Philadelphia, Ellie Tolvanen could come back. As insane as that is. I got no words after a draft like that. Again, I've played the game as it's come to us with like crazy trades that the AI were cool with. Obviously now, once you win a cup and you have a team set up this well, the sights kind of turn towards a series that some of you might be familiar with from back in the day, and that series can be known as Rebuilding Hockeytown from NHL 17. If you have not watched that series, there is a playlist out there, all 79 episodes of it, and that series was the standard for the amount of championships won. Spoiler alert. There might be something to rival that. this could be the start of something incredibly special.